Hi loves, welcome or welcome back. This is Off of Budgets. My name is Shelby. If you guys are new, I am a 32-year-old registered nurse in the state of Pennsylvania. I live with my husband, my now 4-month-old son, and we have one dog, 2 cats, and an axolotl. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the second paycheck of April. And I know there is a little bit more here than what we budgeted for originally. So I'll make sure we have all of that. Okay, so we have $2,175. So let's go ahead and, as always, we are going to go ahead and separate Mike's money first. So he is getting $50 for gas. He is getting $50 to put towards our investments, and we are doing $50 towards the emergency fund today. And then, as always, he gets his $140. And that gets broken down into 4 20s, 4 10s, and 4 5s. And this is his money to put in his envelopes and kind of do whatever he wants. He picked the amount that he was going to get weekly. And then I kind of stay around the same budget. Sometimes I give myself a little less. Just depends on how much money we have to cash stuff that week. So again, that's $50 for his gas. He handles our investments, but we get $50 every week, and we are doing $50 towards the emergency fund, and then his $140. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on his desk. And then I'm just going to go ahead and dump in our change for the week here. Really trying not to spend a lot of money. We made a pact that we're not going to be eating or buying any foods at all for like 2 weeks. So no drinks, no snacks, no nothing while we're working, or like for dinner or during the week or anything like that. All the food and drinks that we have are going to come from our house. We'll get started here in our wallet. It's pretty empty. Groceries is getting its usual $150. And we did do a pretty big haul. So we are out of grocery money and groceries. Or we used all our grocery money. Oliver still has some money in here. Ties, we are giving it $20. My gas, I get $80. I drive a lot more than Mike does for work. His job is like maybe 5 miles away, so 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. And then I literally drive for work, so $80 has been working for me pretty well, so I'm going to stick with that. And that is the rest of our envelopes, and then just our rollover ones. How's everyone's week been? I don't know where you're from. We had like our last, I feel like it's like the last snowfall of the year. It was actually really pretty, but it has been cold and wet and rainy, and it's supposed to be like that like for the next week, and I'm just kind of over it. But for ones, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 ones being added into our $1 savings. And I already took my receipts out to scan to my fetch. So that is it for our wallet. And as usual, because I hate with a burning passion paying my bills, but you gotta pay the bills. Gotta pay the bills. That's what we're gonna start with. The property taxes is getting $35. Oh wait. So property tax is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75. So $9.75 in property taxes, and the county tax, our county and local taxes are actually due at the end of the month. So money will be coming out of here for that. Utilities is getting $200. We're doing 3 50s, 2 20s, and 2 5s. And so it's 51, 50, 70, 90, 95, and 200. And that's just because for some reason we've been, I think just because of how cold it's been, we've been like low on utility money. And so we have our electric and water bill due next week, and that's almost $200 in itself. So just trying to make sure that we had enough money for that. And then our gas bill will be due at the beginning of May. These we have 51, 52, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3. So $273 and almost $200 will be coming out for our electric and water bill. Wi-Fi is getting its usual 15. And it has 10, 20, 25, and 30. Our phone bill is getting its usual 55. And it has 51, 5, and 10. And then I break all of our bills down evenly by 4s so that no matter what happens, all our bills are split in 4. So it's really nice when we have like the magic months where we get the extra week, because then money doesn't have to go towards bills. So I'm really excited for next week. Car insurance is going to get 30, and we have 20, 40, 50, and 60. And we did just pay our quarterly, or our 6-month car insurance. And then homeowners insurance is also getting 35. And so homeowners insurance has 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, and 45. So $245 in homeowners insurance, and this is not due until October. So we do have a little bit to work on that. And then Mike's car payment is getting $175. And so his car payment has 1, 2, 253, 20, 40, 45, and 50. So $350 so far in his car payment. Subscriptions is getting its usual 40. And so it has 20, 40, 60, and 80. Jim is getting skipped to pet insurance. It's getting its usual 10, and so now it has 20. This Frisco is going to be using this. His pet insurance covers all of his vet visits and blood work, injections, and all of that. So, and then trash has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, and 60. So 60, we need $100 for the end of June. Life insurance is getting its usual 75, so we have 50, 70, and 5. So we have 51, 20, 40, 45, and 50. So $150 in life insurance. And then daycare is getting 120. I just died for a second. I'm sorry, my brain. It's, again, late at night, because for some reason I love doing this to myself. So my brain doesn't function. So daycare is getting 120, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, and 20. I like started to say 140, and then my head was like, no, 120, and 60, 80, 120. Student loans then is getting $5, and it has 5, so now it has 10. And Sam's Club is getting nothing. So I think we have like $90 in there, and I think I need 110. It's not due till October, so I'm not really that worried about it. Into our variable expenses, which is personally one of my favorite binders to stuff, probably because this is the one that I'm most in and out of. But Mr. Ollie Bobali is getting $40 today. And so he has $5,600, which this has actually changed because I did get him some stuff. So I'll have to take this out, but right now we'll go with it. He has 6, 20, 40, 50, so $650. And then whatever's in my wallet. Groceries, we did use our grocery buffer. I was kind of sad because this was stocked up pretty nice. But we bought some meat and everything, so I'm not that upset about it. And since we're not eating out at all, I wanted to make sure that we had plenty of snacks and everything for us to take for lunches. Household is getting 10, and some of this will need to come out, but it has 150, 70, 80, 90, and 200. Because I did get some stuff for the house. The Friskinator is getting 25. And so Frisco has 51, 20, 40, 50, 55, and 60. So 160. I do have his food on auto ship, so that should be shipping soon, and that'll be about $80, $85. And then he's due for a grooming appointment, I want to say next month. I'll have to check because I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head. The cats are getting 10, and they have 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. So 65 in kitty cats. And then Axo is getting skipped. Merlin has plenty of everything. And Nails is getting 20, and it has 60 now. I did just get my nails done. I got a nice summery spring vibe. Hair is getting 40. And so it has 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60. Mike has a hair appointment next week. And I'll take some money out of here because I already paid for that. And then cleaning is getting its usual 60. And that is actually it for this envelope, or this binder. So short and sweet, to the point. Just envelopes that I use all the time. A short-term saving fund. So for investments, we are doing a $50 placeholder. And then this is just since I've been keeping track. I really do want to sit down with Mike and see how much money we actually have in our investments, because I would like to keep more track of that, but that might take a little bit, so I'm not super concerned about it right this minute. In investments, we have $4,500, $550, so $5,550, $4,550 in investments. Medical is getting $20. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. And I think Mike has a $20 copay he needs to pay. Vision is getting $10. And so it has 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 170 in Vision. And we are doing brown eyeballs because my eyes are brown. And then dental is also getting $10. And it has 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. Okay, so it has 190, and that is actually equal to what is on here, so next time we can start keeping track again. And then we're skipped to Beauty. Beauty is getting 30, and it has 20, 30, 45. And Oliver's Savings is getting a 10, and he has 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. So $250 in Oliver's Savings. Slow and steady, just kind of saving that up. And then our additional savings, we did just finish a $500 challenge, and now we're on to a rainy day fund, and that is getting $40 again this week. So we have 500 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, and 80, so 580. And I believe we did 20, 35, and 40. So we have our first $80 of our new $500 savings challenge. Treat Yourself is getting $40. And we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80. So $280 in Treat Yourself. And then Vacation here, for the first time in a long time, is getting $5. So we have 50, 70, 85 in Vacation. We don't have anything at all planned, just slowly saving up in case at some point down the road we do want to do something. We have a bit of a head start. Our e-fund is Mike takes care of, and he got the cash, so we're doing a $50 placeholder. And in here, since I've been budgeting it, we have 3,500, 50, 600, 50, 700, 50, 800, 50, 950. So 3,950. Car maintenance is getting a 10, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500, and 10. I think for a second I lost count. Told you, whoever lets me cash stuff late at night should not. Parents is getting $10, and this is the money that I give to my dad for helping watch the baby. And it has 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, and 85. And it's mostly for gas, since he does have to drive about 45 minutes to an hour. And that's it for our short-term sinking funds. Next up, a little bit out of order, we are going into our holiday binder. And I just realized that I forgot to budget for Christmas. So that's upsetting. Mother's Day is getting a 10. Actually, I think I know what I'm going to do then. So Mother's Day is getting a 10. And it has 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So it has 95. And I'm actually going to go back here to Christmas. And we're going to do 50 and 60. So that would be 20, 40, and 60. So in Christmas, we have 500 in the bank, 550, 70, 90, and 600. So since I forgot to, I don't know how I keep bringing the budget for Christmas. It literally is the one that, like, I need the most holiday I would need the most money for, and I keep forgetting it. So we gave to Mother's Day because it is coming up next month, and then Father's Day I just skipped this week and I put that money towards Christmas. So I was just gonna get a 10, and then I think if I did the math right, we had about $50 extra. If I messed up, which I very well could have, we'll figure it out here in a little bit. So next is our long-term binder. So future home, if you didn't see my last video, go ahead and watch it. We added a bunch of money to a lot of these for our future home. And it is getting $100. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 85, 50, 60, 70, 80, 96, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. So 650 in future home. I'm just waiting for our unstuffing so that way I can take this to the bank. Home renovations is empty. We did just pull the money out of here. I pulled the money out of like my home improvement for like small things, out of my variable expenses. And then we pulled out a garage repair to put towards our $1,000 deductible. And I can't remember if I mentioned this in the last video or not, but not only are shingles coming off our garage, they're also coming on the roof of our house. So it's kind of been a mess. We did meet with the guy, signed our contract, picked out the shingles that we wanted. So hopefully that turns out easier said than done, and we can get that finished sooner rather than later. But new furniture got 20, and it has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, and 85. So $285 in new furniture. Electronics is getting a 20, and it has 30. Pet emergency is getting $10. We skipped it a couple of times, so I wanted to give it a little bit of love. So it's 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. Now it's a crispy one, so I want to make sure that there's nothing on that. Then we are skipping all the way back to garage, and it is going to be getting 15. I don't know what I'm trying to do. So it's getting 15. We're still going to add to this to fix our roof and the roof of our garage. But that is actually it for our short-term sinking, or our long-term sinking funds. And into my favorite part, our savings challenges. All right, so 25 and 2025. Are you ready? It is getting $75. So 50, 75. Okay. So we can color in 3. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 455, 550, 570, 590, 95, and 600. So $600 so far in 25 and 2025. And then for August, I think I did 75. So 15 and 15 is 30, 40, 50, 60, 75. So I just went ahead and finished this one out. So we finished August out. I'm like trying to really push through these because I think we're gonna need the money potentially for the roof, but so I'm trying to get some done. I might take these out so I can put them in the bank. just so that way if we do have to use them, I'm earning some interest on them and get a little bit of extra money out of it. But I really like having them in here so I can count up to see how much we had at the end. So I haven't decided. We have September, October, November, and December to do. So we have 4 months of this left, which is crazy considering that we're only in the 4th month of the year, but I'm crazy. Our Harry Potter challenge is getting 25. And I planned to knock out Dobby. I think that's our biggest amount on there, so I want to knock him out of there. And you're probably like, Shelby, there's still money in there. You must have missed something. And normally you probably would be right, but ba-bam, I decided to start another one because these are a little bit smaller. So I tell you, I've been stocking up on savings challenges, like just trying to get through some of the other ones and like some smaller, smaller totals so I could get through them faster. So I wanted to get these done, and this is just so beautiful and I could not help myself. So I think we're doing 25. So I did 11, 9, and 5. And I know this doesn't come out to an even number. I think it comes out to like 97, but honestly, I just plan to round it up to and make it an even 100. So I'm a Barbie girl. It's getting $25. And now we're done. It's always so sad when I get to the end and I've cash stuffed all my money, because I honestly could keep cash stuffing for forever if I had the money to do so, which I don't. But my favorite binder is now complete, and the only thing we have left to do is to go ahead and add our ones here to our $1 jar. And again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have $6. I don't think I can squeeze that in anywhere, so we're just gonna sit on top. I went in here the other day and tried to shove them all down as much as I possibly could, because my goal is to shove as much in here as humanly possibly can. But that wraps up today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've not already, go ahead and like, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out. I know that I got a little bit behind and off schedule, but hopefully we are back on schedule by now. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your weekend and a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.